who are my uplines. So I'm second generation in the business. My parents have been in the business for 23 years. They joined when they were struggling to take two of my siblings and I to school. So we come from very humble beginnings. And our dear upline, we call her our angel, Auntie Grace Rubambe. She knew my parents for so many years and she knew their struggles. So once she found out about the business, she came to them and shared the business with them. Of course, you know their story. They didn't believe in the business. They started because they trusted what she told them. They trusted my aunt as a person. So years down the road, the business picked up, our lives changed, and my parents were very committed. And one of their dreams was to take two of my siblings and I to good schools in America. And their dream came true. So I graduated with a degree in computer science and mathematics, and I thought that was it. I thought I was going to be able to get a good job. I was excited, so I packed my bags, I packed my things, and I was very excited to come back home thinking I was going to get a very good job. And that was not the case, so it was very frustrating. It got depressing. And at times I doubted myself if I'd done the right decision to come back home. So I was invited again to look at this opportunity. Initially, I didn't think it was something for me, but I joined because I didn't have an option. I didn't have a job. I was staying with my parents and who were my uplines. So if they say you're going to a meeting, you're going to a meeting. So I'm glad I attended different trainings, I started learning, I joined, but it was not easy. And that's what I tell my prospects, my new distributors, that it's not easy, but it's doable. If you're willing to learn. For me, I started learning from, of course, since I was staying with my upline, so I got to learn firsthand. But for us, we are blessed. We have a line of very, very supportive uplines. Lydia, Joyce, we have Krishna, we have Charlie, we have, of course, our direct upline. We have very supportive cross lines. So if you're willing to learn, you find out you can learn from anyone, even our downlines. And that's one thing that we have learned lately, that even the new distributors, even the managers, these senior managers, there is so much to learn from them. So I jumped both feet in. But even though I was still looking for another job, but the business picked up. I became a director, then I became a Sapphire director. Of course, once you become a world team, you start traveling the world. I know my first trip was we went to Nairobi, Windsor Golf and Country Club. And mind you, I was straight from US, but I was so excited to be in such a big hotel. You'd think I was straight from a village. So I was very excited. And of course, my bonus check was becoming bigger and bigger. And at this point, I was doing the business full time. So then as a world team, I know the second trip we went to San Francisco, and it was nice to be back in US, but it was nice to be back as a traveler, as a tourist. Then we went to London to celebrate 50 years of Neolife. Then I remember we went to Victoria Falls, which it was my dream come true. I always wanted to go to Victoria Falls. I always wanted to do bungee jump, so I got a chance to do that, which is one of the things that I say I like about the business. Not only you get money, but it gets you to do the things that you enjoy doing. My business kept growing. Unfortunately, a few years ago, my father passed away, who was my upline with my mother. So my mom asked me to join her distributorship. So now we are doing the business together. My mom and I are business partners. And we are very excited. We are very blessed. We have a team of very strong leaders that are taking ownership. We have a team of, wow, very successful youth, Husna, Oceana, and we are learning a lot from them. We are very excited, and we have seen our lives change completely. Now I'm a mother of two. This opportunity has given me a lot. But as a mother, I have time. It's given me freedom of time. I have time with my kids. I have four-year-old twins. They just turned 4 last week, 2 weeks ago. And I enjoy that I can spend time with them. I'm pretty much their driver, driving them to school, back home, to different activities. It gives me joy that I'm there with them. Also financially, as a mother, again, I can afford to take them to one of the best schools in the country. And that gives me so much joy. But also health-wise, our health products are just amazing. I know for me, since I had twins, it was such a struggle to lose weight because before having the kids, I was very active doing different activities. I love hiking, mountain climbing, but I couldn't. So I could not go to the gym. And one of my goals was to lose weight and to get back to my original size. It was not easy. I could not. I remember I kept paying for gym fees, and the first session was at 6 a.m. and I would think, should I really go to the gym or should I sleep for an extra hour? And of course, I was sleeping one every time. But I use Up to Date every day. Neo Shake and Pro Vitality, that's my breakfast every day. I use Amiton whenever I want to lose a few pounds. And I've managed to get back to my original size by just eating right. So that's one of the things that I'm also very excited that we have products that work. And as we are told, we've been told before, we have to use the products ourselves. So one of the things that initially was a bit challenging for me, I'm sure most of our guests are thinking, for me, the biggest challenge was, who was I going to talk to? Or what was I going to say? I know for many, the membership fee is a fee, but also after you join, I'm sure you're asking yourself, what are you going to say? How are you going to convince people? That's why we have trainings. That's why we have strong leaders as uplines. So if you are ready to learn, if you are teachable, I think it's very important to be teachable. And even if you're a director, even if you're a world team, even if you're a president's team, there's always room for learning, and you never know who you're going to learn from. But I know my mom always say you have to be patient. It's not something that you become rich overnight. It's not a get rich quick kind of program. So you have to be patient. You have to learn. You have to listen to your upline. You have to read books, but definitely you have to use the products. So I would say for the guests, I believe you're in the right place. You're in the right place at the right time, especially now with COVID pandemic. We've seen our business growing. And at the same time, we are seeing a lot of businesses shutting down. But imagine doing whatever you're doing and doing this as a part-time business, but it can easily become a full-time business. It can pay you more than you can ever imagine. But not just financially. I normally like to tell my prospects, yes, most of us join because of to improve our finances, but you can benefit in so many ways. Family, the type of friends and family you make in this business is just amazing. I remember when my dad passed, and the support we got from the company, from the distributors, from the uplines, cross lines. It was just amazing. And it's a type of relationship you cannot get anywhere else. So I really would like to encourage, especially the guests. I mean, don't even think twice. You should be very grateful for the person that has invited you to this event. But you have to decide. You have to decide immediately. It's something that you're not going to regret. But also for the distributors, if you're just a distributor, you make sure you get to a director level, and then to world team, because world team, that's where you're gonna start making good money. So I'm wishing you well. Thank you so much, Justice, for giving me this opportunity to share my story. I hope he has helped or inspired a few people. So thank you very much, Justice. God bless you, everyone. Good luck in your businesses. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Bingi, for the great sharing. We've truly been inspired. I personally have been inspired and challenged by your story. And this actually even helped me to even commit more to building my business because of what you've been able to share with us. Thank you so much. And thank you for being big-hearted and sharing with our team. Thank you so much. And greetings to the people in Tanzania.
Will do. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. And then to the people that are on this call for the very first time, if you've been invited, I would like to encourage you that whatever you've heard about, it exists, it works, and it has changed many people's lives. All you have to do is to got you to this call, the person that sent you this link, talk to them where possible.